the hoop shot, which I'm
I don't think
pretty
they'll
certain Pete will be going for.
Yeah.
So,
So Edmund's asking to come into the front.
yeah, try and get on the block.
That's a
'cause,
difficult.
he's trying to get a block on both,
Yeah.
asking you to go really tight.
So this is a difficult shot. I know
No,
she's going for
she's
blue.
lining up for blue, so okay. Last minute audible.
Yeah. So they're giving Pete the shot.
So this will be a great hoop. Put Australia 5-3 up. I don't think there's much. I mean, you could go in closer and let Judy push through on red to protect, but she's not going to get into the boundary. So I think best chance of winning the hoop is black taking it
Just
on.
taken now, yeah. And Pete's been pretty consistent with these across the weekend, so
It's 4.5, 5 yard. It's not. Shouldn't really be a question.
nope, crack into the
Middle
right
of the
leg.
But you can't complain about the hoop doing that. It's the
Yeah.
it's the players hitting the leg. I mean, all of the misses haven't been the equipment. It's been definitely.
When they hit into a leg, it doesn't matter how tight the hoops are. So Edmund will come in tight here.
It's a pretty good line.
Yep. So he's put himself just a little bit closer than what Pete was, on about the same angle. Now Judy's choice is to either come into the hoop or to take the red out.
So after Felix's missed hoop 6,
They got it.
and probably 15, 20 minutes, yeah, Aussie finally got it. So it's 3-all on court 1. And, Australia in a reasonable position to steal hoop 7 as well and take the lead. So a lot of the games are almost
that's a
mirror
good
images
shot.
of each other.
Beautiful shot by Judy. So she's landed that right on the block line in front of red. So
And can you feel the wind?
oh yeah, I can feel the wind up here. So we're standing in a crow's nest here in Canley, right in a wind tunnel.
And the flags aren't quite horizontal, but they're giving it a good lick.
And coming straight at us, which is even worse. So it's a nice clearance.
Get some cafe blinds for VCA on the wish list up here. So Pete with a critical shot on yellow. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. So not a huge clearance, but enough to stop Edmund taking the hoop on. So that's a little half win.
Yeah.
Although Pete is out of position now, unfortunately. But
Oh.
and Edmund pushes Judy through. That is
Bad luck for
game changer right there, because that puts us 5-3 up, and it also allows Judy to be first towards
to
the next hoop. So
yeah, that's one of the worst things you can possibly do is put the opponent through.
And he's off laughing about it with Felix on the sideline. He's which is good. He's good nature. I mean,
yeah, that's right.
That's what happens in sport. Funny things happen, and
You got to stay calm.
but he knows he's got plenty of winning shots left in him. So
And that's a beautiful shot by Judy. So 3 foot out directly in front.
yep, Judy putting the screws on.
That's what you want to do when they give you a bit of a break. You need to consolidate that break, and that's exactly what she's done. Oh, and that's a great shot by Helen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just rolled on. It's trickled past.
And that's just having complete confidence in your partner, going, well, yep, Edmund's going to get the 12-yarder, so I can just pop myself in front. Pete's coming in to try and block, but he's run it short.
So Edmund's now got about a 12-yarder.
Yeah, I reckon 12.
Bang.
Oh, and he's cleared out Judy beautifully, but it's collected Helen on the way through, so he's cleaned everything out, but I think he's still
in a dangerous position.
Yeah, he can't be too disappointed with that, because he's only 7 yards away now. He can kill any scoring ball. So
the thing is, the first priority was for him to clear Judy, and he made that.
Yeah.
You know, moving the red as well is a bit of a shame, but his first priority was to stop blue from scoring because Judy wouldn't have missed from there.
That's right.
So you never get too upset when those things happen because at least now you've got a chance to come back.
So you're getting a lot of, not to talk gender, but a lot of the women's games and a lot of the doubles games, they're getting partners to come in close. But if that was the boys singles yesterday, they were all coming deep. They were all coming deep and taking a 6-7 yard hoop shot. That's because that's just Edmonds salivating over smacking that blue.
Yeah, and the thing is too, when it's just the boys playing, you can't afford to give them the opportunity to stop in front of the hoop. So if he hits it flush and his ball does happen to stop pretty close, then he's going to have a great position. So you've got to drag him away from the hoop a little bit, which is why they set up so deep.
Yep, so Helen's tried to wire from Pete from doing anything, so Pete just needs to get on Edmonds' line and hope there's no chaos ball again.
Yeah, you just don't want to be too close because you can get it in off. And
because he can't do anything with the red Helen's ball. He can only really try and get in the way and protect his partner here. He's probably gone a bit long there.
I'm not sure if he's on the line there.
No, he's a bit long, and Edmund has done it again. Two in a row.
2 in a row. He's put blue through.
He's that is
Soul
another point to
destroyed.
Australia, 6-3, and wow! So from 4-3 down and in a strong spot, he's suddenly 6-3 down.
Yeah, well, that's a shame.
But
the thing is, he has been hitting the balls right in the middle when he's been clearing, and both of those he's sliced a little bit, so he's just a little bit off with his direction. And Judy's just run past the hoop.
Just cooked it. Yeah, there's a lot of trouble on this hoop yesterday, especially going for hoop 13 because it does swing out to the left and likes to roll downhill towards the boundary. So players found it very tough to get in front. Judy's managed to do it. Unfortunately, she's going for hoop 10, not 13. So.
She's just got to remember that pace in case she needs it.
Yeah.
So we've got quite a battle going on court 1. They're only up to hoop 7. They're trailing all the other games by quite a ways. So it's a real battle over there.
So I need to get my eyes checked because Alice and Robert won the first one on court 4. I thought they were trailing there for a while and in a bit of trouble, but hoop 12 is actually them winning. So first game in the clubhouse to Australia, and
we'll give you a bit of concession on that one, though, Chris.
Oh,
It's pretty difficult to pick up close pegs
that's
from
right.
this distance.
Need to get some of the spectators out here with rugs and scoreboards.
Yeah.
So. Or get Lester to turn up with his binoculars again.
Binoculars, yeah, you need those binoculars.
But
so we're using scoring clips here at the, and what we were trying to do there was to let you know the scores. We were trying to pick up the scoring clips from court 4, which is quite a distance away, and we don't have any binoculars up here, so we're letting Chris off on that one.
Yeah.
So Pete must have a line on
Yellow.
on yellow.
But Edmund doesn't care.
No, he'll only be making a 7-yarder back.
So Edmund's getting Helen to obviously hide from Pete behind the blue ball. And whatever Pete does to Edmund, he doesn't care. He's going to smack blue back. And
obviously, I think he'll be
completely confident he's not going to run it through the hoop this time. So.
Yeah, well, I think the angle he'll have, it'll be a very, very difficult shot to run it through the hoop. So Pete will probably try and cut that yellow up and get it on the line between blue and red. Try and use red to hide. I know he's cleared the red.
He's obviously worried about Edmund's return shot, so he's just remove the danger ball, get rid of a scoring ball, and get the squeeze on. We've got scoreboard pressure now.
Yeah, that's true.
6-3, and
That's true too. Yeah.
Pete has managed to leave himself with a hoop shot or a clearance on Edmund if he needs, but he's also about 5-6 yards from Helen. So
and Judy gets to come back. So
Helen is in the worst part of the court. That whole boundary.
The grass hasn't grown, has it?
No. Well, they've moved the court, but they've moved it over too much. So there's a bit of a drop off in the ground that wasn't actually used previously.
Yeah.
So it's not as firm, and it's not the same level. It's I mean, moving the courts is great, but they've moved it into a bit of a dodgy area there for that 1 foot all the way along the boundary.
And for those who can see it on the screen, that everyone's being provided with relief. So that's why Helen was able to bring her ball in towards the target, along the target line, so that she doesn't have to hit out of that sand that Chris was talking about, or off the uneven ground, which is unfair to have your feet much lower than the ball and have to hit off that.
There's still a bit of an issue because the ball comes in, but the players are still standing
with their feet low
in the rough. So it's
and you can't bring the ball in 3 feet. It becomes a bit of a nonsense. So.
No. But we'll blame the court on that one for Helen.
Yeah, that's right. Give it the benefit of the doubt.
Pete going for the win. And
gets great shot.
First game to Australia. So 7-3 in game 1. That's
a good win. Very good win.
That was ably assisted by Edmund there. That was got a bit of hope there, which is great.
That's a terrific win.
But he'll definitely recover and.
Well, he's hitting the ball well. He's definitely hitting the ball well. He's just a bit
unlucky.
stiff.
Dead unlucky.
Very unlucky. And for it to happen twice, critical point of the game. He's just.
I'm sure he'll come out all raging bull in the next game.
Absolutely.
And the game this afternoon should be. I can't remember who Robert's playing, but we've got Robert on court 2 this afternoon in the singles.
I think he's playing Felix actually.
Oh, Robert and Felix. So that'll be
one of the best games of the tournament.
Quality match. And then there'll be Robert Edmund on the last day as well, I believe, which will be the two probably the 2 best players knocking out. But I mean, Felix and Robert will be that'll be an unbelievable match this afternoon. Yeah. And then you'll see a lot of positioning on the border and a lot of 7-yard hoop attempts.
Exactly. And plenty of power in the game too.
Yeah, Robert really picked Duncan apart yesterday. He's just shooting was elite.
Yep. And in those conditions too, it's just he was the only one that was just consistently hitting time and again in really just abysmal conditions. The wind was so strong it was very difficult to even stand still, you know, and he was just still hitting everything.
So court 1, they're still on hoop 7. They are,
So we're showing court 3 now with Duncan and Ali playing against Edward and Wendy.
So they're coming up to hoop 11.
11, yep. It looks like it's 5-all. And again, we're trying to see close pegs from quite a distance away.
Yeah, I'd go 5-all.
So Edward will. So Edward's tried to clear that black, and it's all jammed. He's just jammed it into the leg, and it's not really moved. So Duncan will get that hoop knocked in, I think, and try for an angled shot. So Edward's been playing very well, and Wendy and he have been teaming very well as well.
We might be getting a break soon, Terry. The double Gs are back.
Oh, exactly. People enjoyed their commentary yesterday, I understand. So
I thought I was going to have to put an English accent on this afternoon to try and add the same quality to the commentary. So.
Oh, I don't think we could compare with them. I mean,
Well, Will did
we
ask.
started well with me calling you
Oh, I think
Pete, Chris, and
Jeez.
So I got us off to a ripping start.
paid gig, Terry. Paid
Yeah,
gig, so
exactly.
no, Will did ask, was he a bit harsh on the commentary yesterday? So I think when you got your flight booked back to England, you can be as harsh as you like. Throw a few hand grenades and take off. So.
Yeah, exactly. But they did a good job, really good job. So I hope you're enjoying this live coverage. It's fantastic that ACA have been able to bring the coverage to you. I think it's a terrific initiative. And we thank very much Sport Live too for the standard. My Sport Live, sorry. It's been fantastic.
I think they're hoping to have this running for the Worlds next year at the Association Worlds are in Melbourne. So
Yes.
I think they're hoping to get some of the finals done for that, and then you'll see all the big boys out.
Yep.
Hopefully Robert's there as well for Australia.
So New Zealand ran the 11th, right down to 12. Duncan's put his black ball all the way down. Edwards missed the shot at him, but Ali coming down with her blue balls sort of right behind the black, so I don't think black will even have a shot on the hoop.
It's a pretty good camera angle there. So is he going to try and take them both out, Terry, or is he doing the Hopkins and going the hoop?
Go the hoop.
It's gone the hoop.
Oh,
No, he's going to
no.
yeah.
That is an Hopkins. Go for the hoop and sail it past.
So this could be a game for New Zealand coming up.
If he's got a shot here. Because I think the blue actually nudged the black, so that would tell me that they're pretty close.
Yeah, so Duncan's obviously very experienced player for New Zealand, former world champion, under-20 world champion.
Yeah, so they're very close. He's going to use... no, he's going to move it across. You get the wire on the red. And you can see that line he's taking. You can see it on the screen that he's lining up through the hoop so the red can't hit him. Because yellow, Wendy's yellow ball is on the east boundary, so she'll have to shoot it at blue.
She'll have a half-court shot.
The difficult here is for him to get the black across wide, but still leave a hoop running opportunity for blue. So he's got to get it out of the blues' way. Nice shot.
You can see there there's nothing red can do with that black unless it goes through the back of the hoop.
Yeah.
So.
And I think blue has got a line to the hoop, so that means Wendy will have to shoot at blue. So right now you'd have your money on blue and black, I think.
I've been impressed with this. Like, if you look at the Kiwi pairings, there's a lot of smiles, a lot of chat. I mean, Aussie pairs as well, but I've been very impressed with the I guess the presence and the demeanour of the especially Ellie, the youngest one here in this competition. She looks right at home.
Absolutely. As you said, they've come ready to play every day, and their demeanour has been fantastic throughout the event. So
Ellie taking on the hoop.
She's played very well this weekend too.
You put the kiss of death on again, Terry.
Yeah,
well, you are wearing the Australian jersey, so
that's right.
That helps.
But often too, when the ball's there just to your left, you don't want to disturb it. So and it's not unusual to hit a little bit offline.
But
and experience, when she gets a little, I mean, Ali's very young, but with experience, she'll just block that black ball out of her mind and just take the shot as if the black wasn't even there.
So Edward with a very tough shot.
He's got to run the hoop and hope that it comes off the left bar and just flicks a little right off the left bar and hits.
Well, he got the left bar, but he got the outside of the left bar. So no, that was pretty tough response there. But it's currently 2-0 in the clubhouse for first games for Australia. I'll keep that going for as long as I can because Duncan's about to get one back. So
and Judy's just hitting off back here on this first shot of this. Second shot of the.
Yeah, so we're back on court 2 with the
yellow ball's gone too far.
the second game.
And by the way, Duncan just ran that 12th hoop to give the Kiwis the win there.
Yep. So Kiwi, very excited. Ellie's just given him a high five slap, and now feeling how she's at hand. Duncan's hand was a bit sharper than she thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 1 to Kiwi, 2 to Aussie. Back on court 1, they've finally made their way around hoop 7. It did go Kiwi way, unfortunately, so it's 4-3 up to them at the moment. And Greg has just missed a reasonable hoop 8 attempt to level it up. So, yeah, a lot of the odds are definitely with New Zealand on that hoop to go to a 5-3 lead.
So here at hoop 1 we have yellow's gone past the hoop by 3 yards. Blue responded by coming directly in front of the hoop, 4 yards out. Red's coming in front of the hoop in a very nice running position, only maybe a yard or so out. And Pete now has to decide whether to...
So, well, Pete looks like he's positioning. I think he's going to try and hide behind Red so Edmund can't get him.
Yeah.
Which he's looking pretty... Oh, he's just gone the other side.
On the other side. So Edmund will clear blue, and Judy will have to hit red.
So hopefully you can't get blue too far.
Yeah, he's got blue
he's cut that.
Beautifully cut. So he certainly hasn't been put off what happened earlier, because he's cut that perfectly to the far boundary, all the way back to the east boundary.
Right of centre. It's like Judy hasn't even put a ball on the court yet. She's back
back to the start.
Back where she started. So, all right, come on, Jude. Hit that red ball. And it's quite a way to the left, but that's... Well, so we got the kiss of death, Terry.
Yeah,
she's been
that's
through a
right.
few of
Alan
those.
hasn't missed one of these.
Oh.
There you go.
No, that's
sorry, I didn't really mean
no, she shouldn't like that. You know, she's been playing beautifully, though. It's just there has been a couple of hoops that have bounced, but Judy's the same. She's bounced on a couple of hoops, and it does leave Pete with needing to take the hoop on, because I don't think Edmund's going to think twice about going for the boundary shot from there. So
he's only got a slight angle on his ball, and he's 7 yards slight angle, and the red sitting there as a backboard for him too. So it actually, where the red is, makes it even easier for Edmund to run the hoop. Whereas for Pete, he's going to have to make a jump shot. Yeah, so it's made it more difficult for Pete, but easier for Edmund. So
that's a good result for
them. If Alan was going to miss, that's a good spot to end up for the New Zealanders.
So Pete can't really block Edmund, because Red will be able to clear him easily.
I think he's got to take.
And he can't leave Red there either. He's got to. Yeah,
I think he'd take the jump shot, and he's just got to. I mean, it's only 4.5 feet.
So we've just had a message from home from Brett McCarty saying that you and I sound really cute, Terry. So
thank you, Brett. Thank you, Brett. Hopefully all is well.
Must be a bit early in there over in Perth. It's 8 o'clock.
It's nice to know that Brett will get up since early to hear our dulcet tones.
Hopefully he's making his good wife some breakfast.
I would expect so.
Oh, and Pete's done it. Perfect.
Great shot. A very nice shot. Because the good thing about that is now Red has no track to the next hoop. So they get to play 2-on-1 for a little while.
No, it's a great opening. You're a game up, and now you're a hoop up, and you can see there's a lot of smiles with the Aussie pairing now. Pete and Judy both smiling, and
that's a good shot by Edmund. Very good shot.
But
so on the camera, it looks like there's quite a bit of angle, but there's not much angle on that really. So Edmund will have no trouble making that hoop. So Pete will have to shoot at him. I think he'll ask Judy to set up, and Pete will shoot at him.
And it's just got cold again.
Yeah, you betcha.
So someone better send those double Gs up to take over.
Yeah, exactly. It is getting cool. Oh, that's overcooked. So Judy's hit that too far. I wouldn't be surprised if Pete takes the hoop on here. If he's the fact that they won the first game and then they were hoop in front, if he can get a 2-hoop break, he'd be very happy. So I would not be surprised to see him go after this one. He's got a shooter's mentality, Pete, so certainly I would be taking it on.
Well, you're a special breed, Terry. Yeah. And he's
I
gone
know,
for the
he's gone
ball.
He went for the in-off. So
well, yeah, and then there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, that's fine. You deny them scoring. You don't want to get them to get some momentum going. You got the score. They're looking at the scoreboard. You can't come back too close because Judy's there to push him.
That's true.
Can't come back too close because Judy could come in and Pete could smack him. There's, Australia should still be able to overturn this. He's pretty close to getting the wire on Pete, which is what he was aiming for, but he didn't get there. You can see his reaction there. He's obviously disappointed with the spot.
So Pete will ask Jude to set up now.
And not block him.
Yes. So if the double Gs are listening, feel free to come up any moment now.
And Felix has just bounced out of quite a simple hoop 8, which would have put them 5-3 up in that game on court 1.
Jude, I think, taken she's blocked Pete there, I'd say.
Yep, that's not ideal.
It might be open. It just might be an optical illusion from here, I think. I think that yellow might be open. Oh, that's a good shot. She's just been really consistent, Helen, the whole weekend. Very consistent.
So do you think he's not lining for a jump? So he must have something. He's
Yeah,
probably
he's got
going to push blue into the way, I think, maybe.
Yeah, good call.
He got himself.
Good call. He got himself in the way.
So if Red's a runner, Felix will probably push something away. If Red's not a runner, he'll go the jump. But looks like he's aiming for a push.
Yep.
And nicely run in as well. That's
done.
That's
a class shot. Class shot, that one.
I think the yellow's ended up. It's blocking black. It's got blue on the wire position. It's
it'd be very difficult for the Aussies to get the hoop from here.
So it's going to be another little
dinky shot,
pushy, bally, shotty thing. You might see 4 balls together here.
I don't think Pete can even go for a jump. I think they're too close.
Well, Red's got to be a runner.
Oh, it's yellow, blue to play.
Yeah, blue to play, but I think Red's a
Red's a runner.
Red's a runner. So I don't know, we're cooked. What can we do?
I think just went for yellow.
Maybe they think it's just a draw shot. I don't know.
Yeah, she didn't really hit hard at it, so I'm not quite sure what
Well, she's coming in from a pretty sideways angle, so maybe it's on the 45. And
oh, gee, she just clunked that one.
That has opened up for the in off there for Pete.
Pete, so he's got the backboard. Don't look at the yellow one, Pete. Look at the hoop.
I don't think you can get yellow with the blue ball there anyway, so you've got to nail this, put pressure on, 2-0 up. It's, game up, 2-0 up.
Oh, and Pete clunked it.
Right.
I think yellow might get through here pretty well. I think I'll just jump over that one here. Although that might just run between those two.
Yeah, well, I think you can
come off one onto the other and straight through.
Yeah, I think you can still slide past red and bounce her off black, but it does leave, if you go the jump, it does leave black and blue tied up, which you might not like, so you might try the in off.
The
looks
double games have sped up a bit since the first day too, haven't they? I mean, the
Yeah,
teams have really refined their communication.
they
and
know
so
what they're
on.
doing, and
Yeah.
especially
Things have sped
sort
up.
of Felix and Sonia. I mean, Sonia's positioning well, and Felix smacking, so it's
Yeah.
pretty easy when you got simple.
Yeah, that's right.
And you got good hitting. And New Zealand did win hoop 8 on court 1 there, so Felix and Sonia are 5-3 up over Fleur and Greg for Australia.
So it looks like Edmund's going for a jump.
He knows how important this is. He seems to be bothered by the players on the other court. Court 3 keeps looking up at the players, but
they're all moving
it's
around.
it's his
Teammate.
Yeah, teammate, and I believe clubmate. I think Edmund and Duncan are at the same club.
Great shot.
Yeah, straight
Very
through.
nice.
That's 1-1 Good score. Actually, from that last camera angle, looks like the red and the black are both off a little bit.
Yeah.
But so red might be able to play deep in front of hoop 3.
At least get to the boundary.
So, yeah, so it's not as hampered as you can tell from where we are up here in the crow's nest
Good pace.
with the icicles.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Still left quite a bit of angle, but I think it can be run. So the New Zealand is just checking out whether they think that's a runner or not.
So apparently it's not a cooked breakfast for Janine this morning. Brett seems to think it's her turn. So
Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair, Brett. You know better than that. Saturday morning. Sleep in for Janine.
So they're just discussing whether to tie Pete up here and keep him wide, and or whether red comes across deep from blue. Either way, Edmund's going to have to hit the blue ball.
Yep.
Regardless, whatever they do. So.
Yeah, it's always interesting this one whether you block back at the at hoop 2 when you're going to hoop 3, or whether you just try and get some sort of position. It's a difficult decision because you can get caught out.
I think if the balls were reversed, if yellow was in front of hoop 3, you'd be doing this every day of the week.
Yeah.
With blue in front of hoop 3, I think you just want to get red over there to help out. That's,
yeah.
I don't think you're...
Because the issue for now for Helen is that she can't get to hoop 4.
They could be touching a little. I don't know if Pete's realised they played their shot. He's having a big walk down near hoop 1. He's
Oh, no,
here he goes. Now there he goes. Come back with the sprint.
Edwin's just giving him the please do.
Yeah.
Giving him the please do.
He's like, oh, what happened? My accent's not that good.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Pete, he can understand the New Zealand team very well.
Yeah.
So if they're touching, do you think he'll play one of his famous roles, or?
Yeah, I mean, he's been an AC player for Australia for many years. I don't think it's outrageous for him.
He's a very good tactician, Pete. So you'd be pretty confident whenever he plays as.
And the shot's he's going for the sort of three-quarter roll, so the shot's going to put red on the boundary and hopefully black in front of the hoop.
Black in front of the hoop, yep.
So
and there it is. Beautiful shot.
You don't get to play for Australia for free. That's a great shot.
That's a great shot. A great shot. That's probably the best shot we've seen today. I can see Brett playing one of those.
You can't bend down that far. So Edmund just making position. Just obviously blue's maybe not as good a runner as we thought.
Yep. So Judy will probably knock that yellow, try and cut it away.
I think you don't really want to jaws and leave
No.
Edmund with a jump if Helen's successful. So
Yeah.
we've got to,
He's proven he's an accomplished jumper. I mean, he hasn't missed one yet.
No,
and they're going through,
yeah.
without touching the side. So it looks like he's a very good jumper.
The one he did in the doubles yesterday, Helen was on the leg, and they were debating about it for ages because it was going to leave her there, and he just hit it, little half jump, which flicked her out, and he went through and did it perfectly. It was.
So Judy's got those balls, the angles reversed on what she would have wanted. She would have liked to have the blue on the line that yellow is, and yellow across where the blue is. So she just hit that on the wrong side, and Helen's nailed it
in the gut. So this is going to leave Felix with a 7-yard hoop, I believe. I don't think so. Pete's going to be trying to land in between and stop that hoop shot. Maybe throw some bait in. Maybe entice Edmund to go for him instead. But
I think Peter would be very happy if Felix cleared him rather than go for the hoop. So that's a bit long. Edmund, sorry. Oh, Jesus, I'm good with the names. Look at these pictures, otherwise people wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And nails it.
Great shot. It's a great shot.
Yeah, it's always gonna happen. The boys have been backing themselves. They've been practicing the 7 yards straight in front. They're nearly always going for the hoop. So 2-1 Kiwis. Good.
That's a good
comeback here.
Very good comeback.
They were a bit unfortunate there on hoop 2. It could have been a very different situation.
But it just shows the importance of when you get a chance that you've got to nail it at this level of competition. You can not just lose at one hoop, but end up losing 2.
Well, like you say, it's the momentum as well. Pushing the momentum when it's
absolutely
going your way. Keep pushing.
Ride it as long and as hard as you can.
So
that's a good shot.
I don't know about up here in the crow's nest, but on the court it must have been warming up because Edward Wilson from Australia just pulled out his little short shorts. He's
the gold Australian shorts. He's got the throwback shorts.
And Wendy has
just nailed one.
Huge hoop.
From behind hoop 1, she's just nailed hoop 2.
And that puts Australia 2-0 up in the reply game on court 3. So Ellie and Duncan can just look at each other and shrug their shoulders. and
Ellie's got to go to in front of hoop 3 from behind the boundary behind hoop 1. So you won't get an any longer shot.
And she's run that well short. So this could be a great chance for Australia to go 3-0 up in the reply game after dropping the first.
Okay, so Edmund's got a chance here for mid-court.
I feel like we should have had more emotion from that. Wendy Dixon from downtown.
Always a great shot. That's a good hit from Edmund.
Edmund's, he's found his rhythm now. This could be
he's back nailing him in the middle.
Could be a purple patch.
Yep. Duncan's played a good shot. He's blocked the red over on hoop 3. On court 3.
Yeah. So court 1, these guys have just been hitting each other a lot. So Sonia does have a shot at hoop 9 eventually, which will put them 6-3 up if she nails it. It is a bit angled, but she's been quite consistent so far. Taking a lot of time making sure of it. Been a lot of time between chances on hoop shots. And she draws it. But that was an intentional draw. So
that was a good shot by Judy to clear the red. She from 7 yards away, 8 yards. So I suspect that Helen will just put this back in front deep with a little bit of angle to the left. I know she's going to take out black. They definitely see Pete as the danger, don't they? They take him out they attack Pete as often as they can. Oh, that's a good shot. Ooh. So now Pete can get a wire on that red. It'll be the same position. It'll be wide from red and yellow because they're lined up through the hoop.
Yeah, I think the danger. I think I'd be pumping red because the danger is if yellow can chip red back in front.
Yeah. So
Leave
Pete
Judy
did
with the
take the
long
wire.
shot.
Yeah, that's a
Pete's
good point.
taking the wire, but if yellow promotes here, and Edmund's definitely got the skills to do it.
Yes. And it looks like he is doing that.
It's going to be Danger Town. Yeah,
Good call, Chris.
Yeah, does it.
Good call.
Does it perfectly. So Judy has what we affectionately call the Levick double. Coming down the court there, she's got.
Yeah, shout out to John Levick for New South.
Yeah. So she's got probably 14, 15 yard shot here, through to hit the red and save at the hoop, and
hopefully miss
maybe
it
miss
just
the red
left
and run the hoop.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, Edmund certainly put the pressure on with that cute little promotion.
It was a good shot because the red was very close to the hoop, so you had to get it just right. That's missing.
Yeah, it's quite a ways to the right. So Judy's been a little bit either side of the ball today.
Yep.
So
Yes.
whereas when Helen's been missing, it's just always been to the left.
Yeah.
So haven't quite got into their rhythm.
So this is for a 3-1 lead. And she's missed again. So she's missed a couple in this match, which yesterday and the day before she didn't miss at all. She was really rock solid. It's left Pete a pretty difficult jumper. Or he'll probably clear here because yellow's not in attacking position. Yep. Just
But
taking it.
yellow can wire pretty easily from red now. So all the power on this hoop still with New Zealand, unfortunately.
Yep.
Or depends where you're listening around the world.
Yeah, that's right. So Edmund just asking Pete where the blue went out there so he can get his wire. He wants to wire across the blue, I think.
Yeah, he's a smart player. He's
So he always, for those who are new to the game, always ask the opponent's ball to be marked in before you try and find that wire, because
and you can,
nothing worse than wiring it where it lies and then find out that it actually went out 3 feet across.
You can tell from that reaction he's not happy with the spot.
Yeah. I think he left it open on black. So
Yeah, I think he was going for a spot that actually wired from both.
both, yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, obviously Pete with the harder kill shot is the one he really wanted to nail, but he's just drifted and left Pete with a shot to.
In fact, Judy's shot just drifted across as well on the same little roll, same little swirl over there.
We had about 5 minutes of sunshine hope, and now suddenly the cold wind's back. And
Yes.
no sunshine.
Oh, well, that could be a handy shot. So that red nudging the yellow might have pushed the yellow into a wire. I'm not quite sure because we can't.
Yeah. Well, from the screen it looks healthy, black on yellow still. Well, he definitely had it because he cut it. He missed it on the inside, so he definitely had all of the ball there. So Edmund, yellow is a runner, but he's looking at.
He may want to get blue even further out of position.
I think that's smart. It leaves Helen with the hoop. Like give Helen a bit of rhythm
build
and confidence again.
Yeah,
because it's because she's missed a couple that have been.
For her, very gettable.
Gettable, but there is a lot of pressure at stake. So Kiwi have to basically come back from a deficit for once.
Yep.
So they're in a different position from where they were in the first test. First test they
so
pretty much hit the lead early and kept rolling with it. We got it back to level a few times, but they're always just that little bit in front.
Yep. What Edmund was looking at there was he's trying to get the blue on a line where it's blocked from the hoop by the red. So even if she misses the red, she can't inadvertently run the hoop or even go for the hoop. So she must hit the red. And if she hits it in the middle, of course, the red may go through. It looks like it's sliding past to the left. Yeah.
Well, the right from Judy's perspective. So it's, So court 1, they're still in the first game. Fleur and Greg versus Felix and Sonia. It's been a very careful game, but Kiwi are up 6-3. And
So Helen's run that one. She's clean through to the boundary. Nice
so
hoop.
3-1, and she's all smiles. So that's it. All
And
the demons of the last few hoops are gone. That's it.
And what happens now is Pete has to try and land his ball from the opposite end of the court into a hoop running position.
Get a nice view of Edward's shorts there in the background behind Pete. And Pete's just dropped a little bit short. Yeah,
which is what they would have been hoping for by making him play the first shot. And the reason not everybody's in uniform is it's so cold that the people are wearing as much as they possibly can, and it's not all uniform.
Yeah, there's a lot of jumpers out there. A lot of.
I mean, Edward might have his little gold shorts on, but he's got about 4 jumpers over the top of that as well. So I don't think Edmund will be too happy with that one. He's pushed that a little bit past the hoop. He would have liked to have been wide from black through the hoop.
Duncan's missed an easy clearance on court 3. Maybe the
Oh, Judy's just pushed too hard.
scoreboard pressure's getting into him.
So Greg just ran hoop 10 on court 1.
Which makes it 4-6.
That's Greg and Fleur versus Felix and Sonia.
Sonia's positioned along at 11, so this is a good chance for Australia to keep clawing it back. And they're going for the longest match of the day, so they're nearly they're getting close to
the important thing is, even if they don't get up to win, is to try and arrest their momentum and at least go into game 2 with the momentum on your side.
That's right.
So I think Pete will try and clear Edmund here. Or he might choose to put 2 balls on the scoring side, because I don't think Edmund can score from there.
No, not with the blue. The angle's a bit too much.
Yeah.
So I don't think you could score that if the blue wasn't there.
Wasn't there, yeah.
I think it's a bit deceptive, the angle on the screen, but that yellow is definitely pointing towards corner 1 from the hoop. So it's
So Pete clears the red to the boundary, believing that Edmund can't do a lot of damage from where he is. Also, we should give a shout out to Kevin Beard, who's been working tirelessly setting hoops as well here at Canley over the last few days. He's done a great job, firstly marking out the courts and then setting all the hoops up for us as well. So, good on you, Kev. That's fantastic.
About 6 o'clock last night, play finally finished the last game of play last night, and then the mower was straight out, and Kevin and the other hoop setters were straight out there. So after the players all left at 6, everyone came out and worked the courts, and of course those same people were there before the players turned up in the morning,
exactly,
getting them ready. So it's a long day for the players, but it's a long day for all of the management and the ground crew trying to get it as tough and pristine as possible.
Absolutely. So there's quite a crew of people, including John Grieve, who's the tournament manager, Jim Clement, Kevin Beard, and of course James, who does all the curating and so on. And if I've left anyone out, I apologise. But
you would have got their name wrong anyway.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah. I didn't mean any of those names I said. So Judy will probably try and jaws this, I think, or just a little outside of jaws so yellow can't hit it quite as easily.
Yeah, that's not too bad. It's just
Yeah.
pop back a little bit.
Pop,
So
you don't want too much ball poking through because yellow's
No.
sitting in a spot to be able to cut it out.
I think Edmund will be able to get the right-hand side of the ball now,
Yeah.
which will drag him onto the south
Yeah,
boundary.
Yeah, so
Whereas if you're in the jaws a bit more, he's still got the shot, but he has to go the other side of the ball and he ends up
Yeah.
on the east boundary. So
yeah, which would be better for Australia.
Mm.
So he'll be happy that that's actually not gone in.
yeah. So
So Robert and on court 4, Robert and Allison are well in front. In fact, they've just won that now 7 hoops to 1, and that's the end of that match. So
match to Australia.
So match to Australia. Robert and Allison 2-0. That's a big win, 7-1 in the second game.
Yeah. So for the day in the clubhouse, that's 1 match to Australia, but overall now in this test match, it's 4-1. So an important win there, because obviously this second test is all important to keep it alive, so we don't have a dead rubber.
Australia obviously trailing 1 test to 0. So Australia must win this test to take it to the 3rd test. So that's a great shot by Edmund. You can see he rolled across the outside of the ball and taking it out of the hoop, but also pushing himself to the south boundary, which enables him to at least have a shot on this hoop and still remain an offensive threat. So Judy's come back just to the wrong side of the hoop.
Yeah, wrong side of the hoop. So it looks like on court 3, Edward and Wendy are 3-1 up against Duncan and Ellie.
Yep.
And Edward just did a nice clearance on Duncan, protecting his partner.
And Wendy's in a
Wendy
hoop running position, I think.
Wendy will be very appreciative of that.
Yeah. So Duncan really needs to pull out a great clearance.
Yeah, so he's just a couple of yards out of corner 4. Going through on the scoring ball, and he misses. So this could be 4-1 up Australia on court 3.
So here Edmund and Helen still trying to decide what to do here, because if they put the red too close, Pete can use it. He'll clear it with a nice stop shot, taking position. But Edmund's still a threat because he's down on the south boundary. He'd have a 10.5 yard shot at the hoop. So he might be trying to drag Pete across a bit. And certainly wire red from blue, because if Pete blocks Edmund, then the blue, of course, can't hit the red. So Pete's really got to hit the red, giving Edmund an open shot.
And unfortunately on court 3, Wendy's bounced out of the hoop, which allows Ellie the easy clearance. So it's all back to neutral again up there.
So Edmund having a look. I don't know whether Pete got the block with that black. It looked like he may, the way Edmund's looking at it, it may be just encroaching. If not, I'm sure you'll see him have a... No, he's not going at the hoop here. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's gone for the black. So he's got the black, but he hasn't collected that in the centre as much as he'd like. It's going to be quite easy for blue just to pop itself in front now and leave red with the long shot to clear as well. So court 1, Fleur and Greg still battling over hoop 11. Looks like Aussie's got the advantage here though, Fleur in the jaws.
They're well positioned there.
Sonia unfortunately missed a small jump shot just earlier to get herself out of position and to allow Greg and Fleur to have 2 really tight, really close. And
so Helen now, she's walked off the ball. She was going to clear the ball, I think, clear the blue, shoot for the clearance, but I'm not sure she's comfortable with that shot. be. She's got quite a bit of an angle, but certainly it's runnable from where she is. It's a shot that we often practice. So
You've been coaching her, Terry.
they do go through quite well from there. Just got to flick that left leg though. She's come in for an approach. Just try and put some pressure on Judy. And if she can, try and block a bit. She didn't get the block.
So
But I think what Edmund's saying to her is, I'll clear the blue, you take position.
So is Pete going to push blue into a wide spot, take out red, or try and get the wire? What's the try and block Edmund's shot? What do you reckon? What's the?
I think he'll take blue out. Red out.
Take it. Go for red. Remove the
remove the threat.
Remove the threat.
Yeah, and let Edmund have that long shot. Just a gentle clearance. Just knock it off the line.
Or is he doubling it? No, he's gone
for the block.
Gone for the block.
Beautiful shot too. Even Edmund applauded that one. He's got it right in between the blue and where Edmund's ball is up on the north boundary. That was a fantastic shot.
This could be an Edmund special through the back of the hoop and hit the blue, you reckon? Or no,
just tried to middle the black onto the blue. It was a great shot by Pete. Wonderful shot. And by the way, you could see there that if Pete didn't land that block, Edmund would have...
Blue was dead, yeah.
Blue was gone because Edmund would have hit it.
So Judy, nice and smooth. Up to the next one. It's been so long since hoop shots.
Yeah.
Tighten up a little bit. But she's done that great.
And that does happen a lot. You know, when one partner can tend to... Oh, look at that shot right in front of the next two. That is perfect. Beautiful shot.
That's a great opportunity to come back level for Australia. So it's a point to Australia, 3-2, but gee, I'd love to be that blue ball right in front there. Because obviously Edmund's on the south boundary now.
Yeah, and I'm not sure whether he's blocked from that.
Well, I can see Pete's head, so he's looking at what Edmund's got, whether it's a... Well, yeah, Edmund's definitely got a shot on blue. He may even have the Levick special with...
Helen's gone after blue and she's missed that to the right.
So from the angle, it looks like Edmund might have the front of the hoop as well.
The fact that Helen's missed now and gone through to the north boundary, Pete will just position his ball in front of the hoop, but it's taken a bit of a curve to the left. But at least Australia now have two balls on the thing. But the worry is that Edmund can missed it.
No, he's played that really too quick for the cameras. The camera was just moving over to him.
Too quick for me.
Gone.
But he missed that by quite a ways. That's the biggest miss I've actually seen him make. I guess we're all entitled to one miss during a tournament, aren't you?
So, court one, the Greg and Fleur have finally got hoop 11 to get it back to 6-5 down. So they're fighting strong here, and Fleur has just knocked away the ball in front of 12. So
and Judy runs hoop 6 to give us Australia a 2-hoop lead.
Judy.
Sorry.
No, it's all tied up, Terry.
It's all tied up. What am I talking about? I'm listening to you and talking about the other game. Yeah, so it's 3-all. Apologies.
So Felix has done a great clearance on Greg, putting him 30 yards away, but Sonia's not in a hoop running position, so Greg comes back. Australia probably 60-40 for this hoop 12 and taking it to a tie-break hoop. So I'll keep you updated on that. Now they've hit the second hour for that first game. A lot of very careful hitting over there.
Pete just glanced at that red, but he's moved the red into a non-scoring position, so it was an important hit.
And the good thing is he's a runner himself if needed, and he's also a clearance on Edmund if needed as well. But blue either takes the shot on yellow or it goes deep. Seems to be what people have been doing.
Yep.
Most of these days.
Yeah, so Judy's choices are, as Chris said, she can clear that yellow with the blue, or she can put her ball a little deeper so that red is unlikely or less likely to clear. I think she's going to clear it. She'll try and hit it and stay.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. I think she'll be quite happy with just getting
Just to hit it, yeah.
getting it offline, and which she
That's a
does,
good
and she
shot.
centres that nicely. So,
Yep, so
she's not actually not in a bad position. I mean, it's not a running position, but it's actually
it's
not too
good
bad
clearance ball.
because Edmund can't really get her anywhere useful.
And it's a good ball to clear with a good position to clear from, because you can hit the other ball to the other side of the court from there. Our cameraman's shivering like a